Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. No pre-roll today or welcome screen or anything. Just gonna get straight into the game. Also, no cam tonight. I'm still feeling pretty under the weather from last week. If you guys saw my Friday video, I've been sick, and so please excuse me if I sniffle a little here and there, and I will try not to cough and hork in the microphone. But yeah. Anyways. So happy Halloween, everybody. I actually forgot that today was Halloween. Might not be the best day to stream. My apologies beforehand if during this you randomly hear in the background like doorbells and kids, screaming trick or treat or whatever. Although the weather's pretty rough here, so I'm thinking there's probably not going to be too much of a turnout. No one likes to go out in the rain. It's funny, when I was a kid, that didn't matter at all, man. We'd caught in anything to go trick or treating, man. The rain wouldn't stop us, but kids today are not quite as committed to it, I don't think. Excuse me 1 second while I take a little sip of water here. So I hope everyone had a good weekend. As you guys know, I was pretty sick and still just getting over it now. So I did get a fair amount of rest over the weekend. I did not get to play the game all that much, though, just because I was spending so much time trying to recuperate. Did manage to get some money together, though. Let's get our lucky wheel spin here out of the way and see where we're at. I think we'll hit around 810 million tonight. So not bad for being sick. I managed to grind about $10 million anyways. Another 40,000 here, which is nice. And let's go get our little bonus here. And yeah, I apologize for lack of cam, but I just I didn't feel like turning on all the lights and setting up all the lighting and stuff that I do for on-cam stuff. So I figure, the gameplay is what people are really here to see anyway. You ain't here to see my ugly mug, so as long as you can see that, I think that's the most important thing. Now, I don't want to sound like a spoil sport, but I'll tell you what, I am good and done with this Halloween event at this point. I'm sick and tired of this weather in the game. I mean, I'm sick and tired. What am I targeting? I don't even know what I'm targeting. Is that maybe that's the McCreary police van, I think. No, what is that? That's a Group 6 truck. Is that an event going on? Yeah, I haven't played all weekend. Well, I mean, what the heck? Gives you a target. You shoot it, right? Okay. So cops are after me. And I have a feeling there was an event there that I'm missing out on that I'm not familiar with. Great. As I was saying, I'm so sick and tired of this. Get out of the cop side up here. So sick and tired of this Halloween thing. First of all, the weather. I'm tired of the endless clouds and thunder and rain and everything, and the weird coloring. But I'm also tired of the UFOs all over the place. And when I'm trying to grind and fly around, I have to. How am I targeting that guy? Like through the. Well, whatever. I'm sure the heck not gonna shoot. It'll hit that wall right in front of me. Anyways, when I go flying around, like grinding and stuff, of course, the UFOs are all out there, so you have to be careful where you fly, or else it'll cut your engine out and, throw you to the ground. So anyway, I'm good and done. good and done with this Halloween event at this point. I think it's been overextended, to be honest with you. I don't think they need to do it for quite this long. But anyways, so for tonight, we're going to do a quick grind. I do work again tonight. I'm going back to work. I had a few nights off last week from being sick. God knows what kind of stuff is piled up there. So let's just knock out a nightclub sale and a Cayo Perico and maybe a bunker sale, and then take a look and see where we're at. I think we should get easily up over 810 million. I guess I gotta be CEO. Yes, I do. There we go. Eventually I gotta get my nightclub popularity back up again too. Yeah, respectable, 1.2 million. Let's get that out of the way.
Okay, I got the buyer.
What do we got here?
They don't want to give details of the drop just yet. Go out to that area and they'll come through with more instructions.
All right, give me 1 second, guys. I will jump in that truck. Just got to adjust something here on my end. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, excuse me. I will try not to do that into the microphone as much as possible. Sometimes it kind of comes comes unexpectedly. On a side note, over the weekend when I was playing for a little bit, I did try something new. You guys remember I was talking about how there seemed to be a real lack of population in this game. I can't get anyone to join like any races or it seems like any events, any modes. Heck, even like the adversary modes and stuff like that. It seems like they're all dead. No one's playing in them. If I'm in a session with someone who's doing something stupid, like an off-radar glitch or invulnerable car glitch or whatever, the various stuff that goes on in this game, I found that if I'm jumping sessions to get to a different public session away from that person, I keep winding up back in the same session over and over again. Like I can't find another session of people. And I started to wonder, seriously, Tony, go away. I started to wonder, are there really that few people playing this game on this platform? And again, this is on Xbox Series X, the expanded and enhanced edition of the game. And it seemed like, there's just really... Is that him down there? Yeah, it is. Nice. Cool. Sometimes he's a little hard to see down the road. But anyways, I was wondering that, maybe there are really that few number of people playing in this platform, and that's why I can't get anyone for, any events at all. And so, as an experiment... well, let me just tell you what I thought of first. Let me call for my oppressor real quick here. Request personal vehicle. How is this too far from a suitable road? You gotta be kidding me, Rockstar, with this. This is not a suitable road, according to Rockstar, for delivering a flying vehicle. For delivering a flying vehicle that could land on top of this power thing if it wanted to. I don't know what to say. All right, we'll call for it out here. Anyways, it occurred to me that, okay, yeah, I am playing Expanded and Enhanced on the Xbox Series X, which is most likely going to be, one of the smaller, if not the smallest, platform as far as number of players are concerned. But you know what else I'm doing is I'm playing in free aim. And there's even fewer people playing in free aim than there are playing in auto aim. And so that... that's definitely probably not helping either. That's probably definitely also putting a crimp on the number of people I can find for events and stuff like that. So as an experiment, over the weekend, I tried changing over to auto aim and jumped in a few public lobbies that way. And lo and behold, there were way more people in the game. And if I jumped to a different public lobby session, I found myself in a different public lobby with different people. Not just in the same lobby over and over again. And here's the real test and success. I was actually able to get people to join me in a land race of all things, my favorite cutting corners land race. There were enough that I was actually able to get people to do that. So not bad, guys, not bad at all. I think the answer is, if I'm looking for events and stuff like that, I'm just going to have to accept the fact that most people want to play assisted aim and they don't want to play free aim on the console platform. And I understand that. Free aim is incredibly difficult. Aiming with this, you've heard me say it a million times, my thumbs are so bad, I can't aim for crap, man. I really can't. I probably shouldn't be playing free aim, to be honest. That's just the way I always played, I guess. But anyways, so good news on that front. There are more people playing than I thought. It's just that I need to go into the assisted aim lobbies in order to find them. On free aim, there really just is not that many people, unfortunately. So let's set our spawn. Let's get back to it here. Let's set our spawn to the Kasatka. I'm like way out of kind of properties I want here. Here we go. And we're going to stay with invite only for that, though, because I'm not going to mess around. Not now. All right, so I've got one ready. I actually forget what it is. It's probably tequila because it's always tequila. But what I mean is I forget what the secondaries are. So let's come over here and let's take a look. Actually, the map will tell me. Before I do that, though, I'm going to get rid of my expanded radar. Off. All right. Oh, yeah, this is sad. Okay, so we basically got brownie mix and cash. There is one cocoa up at the airport, but man, it's just not worth going that far out of the way to get it. So I'm just going to grab cocoa. I'm going to grab brownie mix and cash from the North Dock and leave it at that. So let's go ahead and run the finale. And of course it is tequila, I can see, by the way. What else? What else would it be? It's always tequila these days. Rockstar has officially nerfed the hell out of Cayo Perico compared to what it used to be. Whoops, actually, no, I want North Dock. Drainage tunnel. Airstrip. Time of day. And let's play it. Oh, sounds like it's going to be stormy at Cayo too. Man, I can't get away from it, can I? Halloween storms in the city. Cayo Perico, whatever this is. Tropical storm here. And I think this will put us over the 810 million mark, too, by the way. What was I at? I wasn't even paying attention. 809.1. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will put us over. Tell you what, I will be thankful when this cold, clears out of me. I can breathe normal again, and I can stop, hacking and coughing all the time. I just wait for the Jeep to go by and give him a minute to get out of earshot. There we go. And honestly, the two brownies and a cash will actually fit perfectly with each other. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out and grab the cash real quick. And then we'll come back and we'll get the two brownie mixes. And there should be enough room in the bag for all of it. Because those are 37.5%, which combined makes 75%. And the cash is 25%. So all combined, that equals exactly 100% of the bag space. Because normally if there's going to be an overlap, like if I'm not going to be able to get all of one of the piles, well then I would prefer the last pile to be the cheapest one. I would prefer it to be cash. That way I max out, on the more expensive stuff. But in this case, it's actually perfect. It all fits perfectly. So there's no need to worry about that for this one. Excuse me. scoop all this stuff up. You know, I'll say streaming without the cam, as much as I am like happy to not have to get like all the lights set up and everything for it, it kind of kills the ambiance, like for me. Like when I am streaming, and you guys have seen me on cam with, you know, when it's all dark and the blue light behind me and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit of a hassle to set up, but there's kind of a really cool ambiance to it when you play a game that way. And I never, like when I'm not streaming, I never do set all that up and like actually play that way. And I probably should. It's a very cool ambiance. I'm finding that I'm missing it a little bit right now. Like it feels weird. I mean, I could always put my cam on and show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm basically sitting in my regular basement lighting right now with nothing special going on. But I mean, I assure you, it's just a basement. It's nothing interesting to see. But the thing is it feels weird sitting here talking to you guys like without that ambiance and playing without the ambiance. Kind of glad I'm doing it. Kind of at least answers a question. I mean, it wasn't a question, but now that I've done it and I've experienced, I know that I don't like it as much as having all the lighting on and stuff. All right. I messed one of these up the other week, or the other night, I should say. I was trying to get through this the compound too quickly, and I got a little overconfident with the guards, and I ended up messing up on one of them and alerting. It happens every now and then, not a lot, but the only thing to do really at that point is to jump sessions back to free roam and then restart the heist at that point. Otherwise, you lose the $100,000 elite challenge. You have to stay. It's funny, they don't show that normally. Like when they're listing all the things for elite challenge at the end, which is, you know, bags full, no lives lost, done in under 15 minutes. Those are like the main things they list. If you get caught and then you still manage to you know, succeed in all the others, like say you don't get killed, you still have a full bag and you still finish under 15, but you did get caught by the guards in the compound, when it's showing all the elite challenge stuff, it'll suddenly pop up one that you don't normally see, and it says, you know, remained in stealth or remained undetected or something like that. And if you got detected while you're in the compound, you do lose the elite challenge, even if you don't die and even if you know, satisfy all the other challenges. It's good. It's worth knowing, in case you're ever doing it. And you think, well, so what if I got caught? Everything else is going fine. No, you want to restart, or you're going to lose that elite challenge money. Unless you don't care about it, of course. All right. So we know the pattern here. Just got to run up here and pop this guy to the right. And you guys, if you're hearing that in the background, I apologize. Like I said, it is Halloween, and I hear my dog barking like crazy, and I assume there are some children here to trick-or-treat, which is funny. Okay, I did not get the gate key, so let's pop him. Still no gate key. I hope this guy has it. Yeah, he had it. Good deal. Oh my gosh, that dog. Let's pop this guy. I toyed with the idea of canceling the stream just because it is Halloween. I know there's going to be a lot of that going on up there. But I had canceled Friday too because I was sick, and I really excuse me, and I really didn't want to cancel 2 in a row. Oh my gosh, she's still barking. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. It's actually pretty quiet, but I can hear it in my headphones, which tells me that my microphone is picking it up. She's probably afraid of the kids in costume. It's a funny thing about Shih Tzus, man. They will bark like they're the most ferocious dogs on the planet, but when it comes to actually like facing like danger, they will run for all they're worth, and they should, because they are tiny dogs and they are not tough. Okay, gotta focus on this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Shih Tzus. I always say she is the toughest dog in the world as long as she's behind a pane of glass or 50 feet away. Get a little closer and she loses all that bravado. All right. It's like a 1, a 4, 2, 3, and 1 more. There we go. Oh, I just heard my doorbell again. This time I actually heard the kids' voices in my headphone. Trick or treat. And the dog is going nuts again. All right, I'm going to wait for the guard at the gate to flip back the other way. Actually, I got to kind of wait for the Juggernaut to make sure he's cool. Sometimes when he makes his turn here, he'll get stuck. And if that happens, he'll turn back around and look in your direction. And that will mess things up if you're up here. But everything went smooth, so we will head on out the gate. Staying stealth. Oh, this animation never gets old, does it? Alright. Let's get my gun out. Looks like we gotta pop this guy in the head. Take his motorcycle. Thank you, sir. And once again, I'll point out the inconsistency in Pavel's dialogue. 1 minute, he's like, they still have no idea you're here. But before he even said that, he said, looks like they've sealed off the storm drainage gate. Well, if they sealed off the drainage gate, who did they think cut it open? I think they have a good idea that I'm here. Anyways, no point in picking up plot holes in a video game, I guess. All right, we are set. Give it a second here. Do our imitation of the Nirvana Nevermind album cover. All right, this should put us over. I'm going to take a sip of water here. Okay, it was admittedly more of a huge gulp. All right, let's see what we got here. Final take. Yeah, 1.45. The newly nerfed. Actually, you know what though? I complain about it, but I have to admit, for a tequila with nothing but brownie mix and cash as secondaries, 1.45 million is not too bad. I mean, we're only 50,000 off 1.5, and it was always an average of 1.5 anyways, wasn't it? So, they did give some compensation for the fact that you're going to get tequila most of the time now by increasing those secondary values. It doesn't totally make up for it, but it makes up for it a little bit. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Let's see where we're at here at the end. Come on, come on. Ah, finally some normal weather. Alright, we'll call for my oppressor. We will get the expanded radar back on. Make sure I got the right camera angle. And where are we at money-wise? Let's take a look now. Yep, 810 million. So we are 10 million past that 800 million mark now. Not bad, not bad. Not great, but not bad. So let's go see what we got. I'm pretty sure I have a bunker sale ready. I should. I would be surprised if I didn't. I haven't sold it in about 3 days, so and I've been AFK grinding. But I wonder if in my medicined up stupor, if I forgot to buy supplies when I was doing the last one. It would have been like Saturday night at some point. Yep, we do got product. Good. Good. Like I said, I would have been surprised if I didn't. If we didn't, it would have been just because I had forgotten to purchase. But I don't usually do that. It's kind of a matter of habit. How many sales have I done out of this bunker at this point? Remember, this started off, this character was originally a PS4 character. So, let's take a look and see. 444 sales for $100 million. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, we will buy our supplies and sell our stock. And who wants to take bets? You know it's going to be Merryweather, right? My favorite bunker sale mission, the Merryweather. Ugh, can't stand it.
We're all business today.
Oh, nice.
The guns are in an insurgent. Get it to the buyers and your job is done.
Actually, this is as good as it gets for bunker sales. As easy as it gets anyways. The only thing I might have to deal with are either the cops or the cartel. For the cops, I can call Lester, which I'm going to get him on the phone right now in preparation. If this car would get out of my way.
Hey there. What can I help you with?
Okay, so if I get a wanted level, I'll just instantly get rid of it now because I'm ready. But I don't think I'm going to. Usually, if you're going to get a wanted level, it'll usually be by now. And same thing with the cartel. If the cartel is going to come after you, they're usually already shooting at you and coming after you at this point. So I think, yeah, and now it's saying everything is available. All right, cool. This is the easiest. This is as easy as it gets, basically. It's a single drop, single vehicle, no enemies. So literally just drive it to the drop-off point and you're done. Good stuff. Whoa, hello. I like the insurgent, but I will say sometimes I feel like, well, not that time, but sometimes I feel like the game kind of artificially makes your vehicle less massive than the AI vehicles. Like, you know, I'm driving this big, heavy, armored vehicle laden down with armor and weapons and everything and stuff. And I've seen, like, a little tiny car, like a Panto or whatever, like, hit me from the side and send me flying. And I'm thinking to myself, this vehicle should be something like, at least, you know, 10 times as massive. So yeah, see the way that went flying? That's what should happen. But every now and then it seems like it goes the other way. And the physics like work against you instead of with you. So I think I know this location. I think I can pull through this like driveway. I think it's like right next to a wall, the drop-off point. Let's see. Yeah, it's right next to this wall over here. This one to my right. Okay. There we go. take another bit of water here. One sec, guys. All right. Vehicles. And so what I definitely need to do at this point is I definitely need to get my nightclub popularity where it should be. What is all this? Oh, okay, yeah. So now that's the thing with Cayo is I can't do it again for 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Hey, what's up? No problem. Let me see if there's anything. Look at that. All deliveries received.
Get off my phone, Agent 14. I'm waiting on a call from Tony.
So here's an idea. I've been called a bitter vindictive.
All right. So this one's easy, but it's tedious because you have to fly like a really long distance just to blow these things up. Oops, I hear more trick-or-treaters and dog barking upstairs. I apologize, guys. It's probably going to be I don't even know if you guys can hear it or not. I'll have to watch the stream later and listen. But it's like really, really audible to me in my headphones, so I assume it's audible to you guys as well. So yeah, I don't mind this mission. It's not like terribly challenging, but it is kind of tedious. Oh, here we go again. I am not going to miss this event when it's over with. I'm glad tonight is the last night. I'm sick of the weird red color, I don't know, like surface of Mars kind of coloring, and the horrible weather, and of course the UFOs that kill my oppressor if I fly too close to them. So I got to be careful when I'm flying around doing stuff. I'll give him this. It is a cool, like, apocalyptic view. Like right now, this looks like I'm like flying across the surface of like a dying planet or something. I'll give him that. It looks cool. It does. It's just like 2 entire weeks of it. It gets a little bit old. It's kind of like the snow at Christmas time. I don't mind the snow. I think the snow is kind of cool. It's fun. But after a couple of days, it gets to be really old. You just want your regular weather back. See, look, I have to go all the way across here. This is one of those missions that they basically just kind of make it, you know, make it take a long time by virtue of how far you have to travel. Rockstar's kind of, I feel like they overuse that a little bit. They overuse the whole making missions take X length of time, not because there's so much to do, but just because you have to drive all this distance. And I mean, some of them, it's so blatant, they won't even let you use your own vehicles. You're forced to use a vehicle of their choosing to do the mission in also. Which is just another tactic to delay, because the vehicle that they give you, of course, is always slow and clumsy and, you know, that sort of thing. At least for this, I do get to do it in my own vehicle and my oppressor. Is that going to get him? Yeah, good shot. You know, I was commenting the other day, or one of my earlier streams, I was commenting on the nerfing of the rockets on the Oppressor Mark II. And it was my contention that it only really affected grinders. It didn't affect griefers, because it's still really easy to grief people with this thing. You know, someone driving along in the car, it's easy to pop them. As a matter of fact, when I was doing my experiment over the weekend in the auto-aim session, one of the things I was struck by, in addition to the much higher number of players in the game, was also how many more douchebags there were too. So I guess maybe that's what I forgot about the auto-aim lobbies. That's their haven, because the people who like, you know, easy easy griefing. They're certainly not looking for a challenge like free aim or anything like that. Or most of them, anyway. I should clarify that. Most of them. There are some really, really good PvPers who are also griefers, unfortunately. I've run into them. But anyways, yeah, that was something I noticed too as I was riding my motorcycle around on the ground. I got picked off by a number of Oppressor Mark IIs. So I was making the... great. So I was making the contention that the Oppressor Mark II nerfing of missiles only affected people like me who grind with it, and it didn't really affect people who grief with it. But I'm actually wrong about that. I don't know if you guys have ever watched videos by Joker for Life. He's the guy who does the Oppressor Mark I stuff. He's really, really, really good on the original Oppressor. He, flies up straight and then he comes down straight over the top of people on the ground and he pops them. And he usually likes to do videos where he's going after griefers. Now, he posted a video recently and he's been playing on console instead of PC. And he went after this guy who came out on an Oppressor Mark II and came after him. And like I said, I've been saying it didn't affect griefers, it only affected grinders. No, I'm wrong about that. That guy on his Oppressor Mark II was not able to hit Joker on the Oppressor Mark I. Joker had no problem dodging the Mark II missiles on his Mark I. And he even made the comment in his commentary. He even says, "Sorry, buddy, the Oppressor Mark II got nerfed. You can't hit me now." So apparently, that missile nerfing did affect going after other players too. I didn't think that it did because it seems like I get blown up really easily by it. But that guy could not hit Joker at all. So apparently it has affected that as well.
What can I do for you?
So I gotta wait a minute before I can do what's it called?
Let me know what you want.
Another nightclub popularity mission. So I figure I'll just do a mixed goods delivery real quick. And the dog is a barking. Oh no, don't let this thing kill my... I just thought about this. Please don't kill my helicopter. It did. It did. Oh. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's why I'm not going to miss this event. Jeez. Alright, where's my Mark II? I think I might be too close to call it. Let me try though. Yeah, I didn't even think about that as I was exiting concierge. Alright, well, where is the... It's, whoops. Okay, it's the logistics location. Right, I'm just gonna steal a car. Oh, really? Get out, lady. What is this, a Bullikin Prairie? It is. Wow, I called it. A little embarrassed that I know that. Yeah, as soon as I appeared up top over my maze bank, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, there's a UFO up there. Please don't let it kill the helicopter. And it did. And that's what I'm not going to miss when this event is finally over. Stuff like that. But they definitely get an A+ for ambiance. I will give them that. Should be in here. Excuse me. Like I said, I will try not to do that into the microphone much. But I'm not 100% over the cold yet. I can't wait to listen to the stream back later. I'm sure I sound like hell. Oh, we got the cops. Okay, there's usually a good way to get out of this. Cops actually make this particular mission a real pain. But can I get through here with this? I think I can. Oh, it was tight, wasn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the tunnel for the train to get out of the cop site. Now what's interesting is they changed something they made a change. It used to be once you went down in these tunnels, that was it. The cops never saw you. But believe it or not, cops actually spawn in these tunnels now. At least for a little while. They spawn like at this end of it. Once I get closer to the other end of it, they won't. But they actually will spawn in here. And it's taken me by surprise a few times. Now, I'm going the same direction as the train, so if the train comes from behind me, it'll be on the left track that I'm on right now. If it comes from the front, it'll be on the right, so it'll be very easily visible. Looks like no cops spawned in here, and they don't usually spawn this far down, so I'm pretty much going to be clear from that. Once we get closer to the exit here, yeah, here it is. Now, the only thing is I don't want to get surprised by a train. So I'll look in this direction for now and wait for those stars to disappear. Come on. Takes forever to lose the cops too. That's the other thing with these newer missions. They've also removed your ability to call Lester and just get rid of it for whatever reason. And that, I don't really like that game decision either. Like, you included it for a reason, you know, when you made the game, so that the cops wouldn't play a major role in certain stuff. Why would he suddenly not be able to help you in this situation? Doesn't make any sense. And it once again plays into their weird game design decisions to make everything take as long as possible, just to hinder you, you know. Oh, looks like my warehouses will be ready for another round too. I saw the Vinwood one just got its crates. Once I deliver this, we should be good. There we go. We should be good for another nightclub popularity mission at this point. All right.
Hey, it's your dear friend Simeon. Okay, well, I
Oh, nice.
gotta do some marketing.
Oh, no. Actually, no, not nice.
Airdropping them over the city.
So look at this. They're giving me the nightclub popularity mission where I have to fly the helicopter around and drop the flyers. Now, normally I love that mission. That's a good mission. It's easy. It's quick. Doesn't take long to finish. But, unfortunately, we got these UFOs up here, so I'm going to have to be very careful of all these, trying to fly around or drop off flyers. And I want to say, is there a UFO right over the, oh geez, over that little like plaza thing? Sometimes that's one of the spots where you have to drop flyers at, and if I have to drop them there and that UFO is there, it's just going to kill the mission. Yeah, see, and I just flew into one and didn't even know it. Come on. Rockstar, come on. This is getting old. So old. Believe it or not, the jet still works even when the engine's been killed. Just need to get over there where that helicopter is. Come on. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Okay. But I'll tell you what, that thing kills this helicopter and it's over with. This is actually, this is normally a great mission. In this environment, this is a horrible mission. Because of the UFOs. And you can't really hardly see them when you're up close. So it's like... guess I'll head out this way and try to stay... Oh, no. No, 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 no. Well, at least it didn't kill the, helicopter. Guess I lucked out on that. And I didn't even know there was one there. And that time it's over with. Oh, jeez. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Not gonna miss this. Not going to miss this event. Anyways, so you see what I mean? It makes it basically impossible to do some stuff just because you have to fly and you can't even hardly see the things when you're up close to them. So, and they just kill your engine. So it becomes their.
Well, that might have had the opposite effect.
Oh, shut up, Tony. So their special event is actually at this point becoming kind of detrimental to the game. One more night, guys. One more night, and it's over with. Actually, what I will do is get my warehouses agents going again. I saw a report that they've all collected. I think I did it right before I started streaming. And we're actually getting close on the warehouses too. So I think Friday night, assuming I'm well enough to stream on Friday night, and then I should be. I don't think I'll be any worse than I am tonight. I would expect to be better. This will be ready to go too, pretty much. We'll be doing our big warehouse sales. That'll be like 7.5 million. Plus we'll have a Cayo, which will take us to like 9 million. And then we'll have a nightclub sale too, I'm sure, which will take us to like 10. So Friday night should be a big night for the grind. We should be able to grind about 10 million in one shot, I would expect. Barring any unforeseen circumstances. I'm a little disappointed with Rockstar that they've really just made 0 announcements at all. So I'm guessing GTA 6 is not anywhere near like being ready to be announced. I mean, I guess they'll do it in their own time, but and until they announce anything, it is what it is. But man, I can't believe this game has been out for so long at this point, and they're just milking it like I've never seen a company milk product before. Didn't Elon Musk even make a joke about it, I want to say? Speaking of Elon Musk and Twitter, it's being going through its throes of changeover to the new regime. I don't know, people seem really bent out of shape about that. I don't think it really matters that much. Maybe because I don't use Twitter. I have a Twitter, and I think I even have it linked with my Streamlabs thing, whatever, or Stream Elements thing. I think when I start streaming, I think it automatically tweets out that I'm started streaming. I don't know. I almost never look at it. I just know I have a Twitter account somewhere, and I remember linking that, like when I was first setting up streaming stuff back in the day. But I don't spend time on Twitter. Like, I don't really follow anybody. I don't really read anything. I certainly don't ever post anything. Like I've got nothing to say, really. But as I understand it, people are really, really bent out of shape. Not really sure what the concern is exactly. Some people just have too much time on their hands, I think.
How you doing? Yeah.
Got one more here. And where is she? Here she is.
Hola! What's up, homie? Sure. Bye.
That girl cracks me up. All right, so are those... yeah, they're still there. So I feel like I can't even do... Like, I want to do my nightclub popularity missions, but I feel like I can't even do them with these stupid UFOs out here. Because they're just going to kill... what time is it in the game? It's 5:01. I want to say they stay around till like 7 a.m. or something like that. Well, anyways, one more night, guys, and then this event is over with. And what is the blue dot over here? Ah, it's one of those passed out guards. Oh, I hear my dog going crazy again. 7 grand here. Hey, GD. Did you try out your new Bigfoot outfit today? You know, no, I didn't actually. I didn't. I've just been sporting this ugly Halloween outfit since I got it last week. Let's take a look. It should be in my styles, shouldn't it? Oh, you know, no, it won't be a saved outfit. I'll actually have to go to a closet to do it, won't I? Yeah, let's do that. I forgot about the Bigfoot thing, actually. Where do I have a closet at? Alta. Alta will be the closest one for me. On the other side of the Mile High Club here. Are we sure I even have the Bigfoot outfit? I'm not actually 100% sure that I do. Did everyone get it? Maybe I did see something when I logged in though, like unlocked. Maybe it was Sasquatch unlocked or something. I think I did see something about that when I first logged into the game today. Let's take a look and see. Remember these old school apartments? Alright, so where would it be under? That won't be under outfits. Just hats, masks, maybe? Vintage Halloween? No. How do you even see it? Like, where do you get to that at? Tank tops, designer hoodies, work shirts. I want to say it would be outfits, but oh, okay. Other than saved, there are other outfits too. Yes, right. I forgot about that. Hipster, stuntman, scuba, special, probably. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I've got. Yep. I see it now. Thank you, sir. Yeah. The high roller. How did I get the high roller? I don't even remember that. Huh. Space interloper and Sasquatch. So let's take a look at it. Look at the I'm sorry. I'm being very immature, but look at the freaking butt. Very funny. Very funny. Let's step outside, actually. Exit apartment. Looks like Harry and the Hendersons, actually. I wonder if anyone watching this even knows what that is. It's an old TV show. The butt just kills me. The butt just absolutely kills me. That's hilarious. Whoops. 3. Can I ride my oppressor on that thing? Let's take a look. Yeah, you can. So I guess you can do everything you normally do. Sasquatch in the sunset. Alright, so the UFOs are gone. That's funny. Thanks for pointing that out, GD. That is funny. So the UFOs are gone. Call Tony. I guess we'll promote the club as Sasquatch.
Okay, let me see if there's anything on the to-do list.
At least those stupid UFOs are out of here, man. They're so inhibitive of trying to do anything, you know? At least around town. Alright, this is like the easiest one there is. So, excuse me. Whenever I get this mission, they want you to go to the apartment and put a virus on his computer, and then go back and take out the paparazzi. I find it's best to actually take out the paparazzi first. Not that you can take the camera, but he'll be over here. It depends on which mission you get. I know where he is for each one, but I'll come over here and blow him up first, and his bodyguards, whatever the people he was dealing with. Then I'll come steal the not steal, but upload the virus to this computer, and then I'll just head back there where I just blew him up at, and I will get the camera afterwards. The only thing, again, this is another mission where they use the cops to artificially lengthen it, because you can't call Lester. Why? I don't know. It's just so stupid that they're doing that these days. These new missions don't allow you. I understand I could probably pull out my terabyte and go in there. And in the apartment here, if you want to switch off to a small radar, you can actually avoid the camera and never get the cops while you're in here. But you will spend as much time, if not more, doing that than you will dealing with the cops. So it's better to just ignore the camera, go ahead and get caught and get the wanted level. It doesn't matter. The only exception to that, I will say, is when the computer is over on this table in the kitchen. It's actually really easy to come straight in, upload the virus, and then go straight back out again without dealing with the camera. So when it's at that location, it's actually kind of worth it to put the small radar on and avoid the camera then, because that will take less time than dealing with the wanted level. So now I have to wait for the wanted level to disappear. And once it's gone, then I'll be able to go pick up the camera down there on the ground, which I'm like right over it. And once I do that, I'll get another wanted level, unfortunately. And I'll have to wait for that one to clear too, before I can then go back and go into my nightclub and finish it. So you can see how they're using the cops as like this artificial time lengthener for the mission. That's all they're really doing. And I think it's bad game design, personally. The only time Lester should be disabled is if the mission itself is like really involving cops, like you're doing something against cops personally, you know what I mean? Then I can see, you know, no, Lester can't get him off you when you're literally attacking them. But when you're doing something like this,
Hey, Code Red, this little asshole has the original.
it's already taken care of, Tony. But when you're doing something like this, there's no reason to disable Lester. It's just meant to make it take longer than it needs to. Is the only reason they do it. Where is the camera? Normally it's like readily visible. Oh, it's under him. That's why. He's laying on top of it. And now we have a 2-star again. So we just fly out of here. I usually go hang out on the roof by my nightclub. And they can't see you up there, so you can lose them. Okay, this... Excuse me. Whoa, gonna crash. This Sasquatch butt on the oppressor is cracking me up as I watch it here. It's making me laugh. How do they see me? Seriously? I must have come down right in front of them. Yeah, I did. Now I need to get out. Alright. They're just spawning all over the place. It's ridiculous. I mean, okay, so some weird reported crime happened way on the other side of town. So all the cops up here in the hills are scrambling looking for me? Come on, guys. That's one of the things that happened, the game changes that kind of ruined earlier mechanics, would be the Oppressor Mark II in the cops. So early in the game, like 2013, when you'd get a wanted level and all you had to drive was, you know, a car usually. I guess there were helicopters, but, you know, early on, most people didn't have that and they weren't always easily available. And you'd get a wanted level and you'd go driving, running from the cops, and it would seem kind of realistic the way they'd come after you, because you never saw them spawning and you never saw them, you know, they were always just coming around corners, whatever. But with the Oppressor Mark II and you're spending so much time up in the air and, you know, flying so quickly, it becomes really painfully obvious how fake the cops are in the game, just because as you're flying like huge distances away from whatever it was you did to get the wanted level, and there's still cops like spawning, and like I said, you know, so something weird happened over on the other side of town here, yet as I fly away there's all these cops swarming through these neighborhoods up here in the hills, and it's like, take a reality break for a minute and think about it. You know, does that really make any sense? You know, would you really expect to see cops crawling all the streets of the hills, you know, for something that happened down by the docks? Yeah, you know what I mean? Just a little while ago. I don't think so. But that's kind of one of the problems with introducing a vehicle like this into the game that is so unrealistic. It also breaks the immersion in the game a little bit too, because you're able to see things and notice things that you couldn't have noticed if you had just been driving in a car, you know, down the roads or whatever. You would have felt like maybe they had just chased you all that way if you had been on the ground the whole time. But anyways, I don't want to overly complain about Rockstar and their 10-year-old game, but I am hoping that they do better with those mechanics in the next installment. Oh my god, this butt. Oh, I think that's the best part of this costume. It is funny how nobody on the street even seems to notice.
I'm so sorry. Next time you come by, you got a bottle of ice for me. Ah, nuts.
All right. I'm going to switch back. Go to my noob. Had enough of the Halloween outfit too. I mean, I've been wearing it for like most of the past week. I figured I should, because I went to all the trouble of finding all 200 of those stupid pumpkins to get that shirt. And let me tell you, that was absolutely. I mean, you got 50 grand for it too. By the way, you get the shirt and you got $50,000. But that was way too tedious of a job for them to put in that way. I actually said I wasn't going to do it, and then I don't know. I was doing the 10 per day just because, you know, it was what is it like? I forget what the bonus is. If you pick up 10 for the day, you can do 10 a day, and I think you get like 15,000 or something like that. So that was really easy to do. And then I just decided that I might as well go ahead and you know, get the rest of them too. And once I got, you know, deep into it, I was like, well, crap, I got to keep going. But it took way longer than I thought that it would. I want to say, I've heard people on YouTube say it took them like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, man. Not me, man. It took me like 3.5 hours to get them all. And that was using that map site, so I could see right where they all were too. I didn't have to go hunting or anything. Sandy Brown. It's upgrades. Brakes. Sport brakes. Engine tunes level 2. And transmission. I know a lot of people say they just randomize this and they just do whatever and that they still get money. I lose money constantly when I do that. I never get full amount. So sticker bottom street arches. Wow, I am not driving this thing afterwards. I'll tell you that right now. Carbon stock grill. This is one ugly ass car. Skirts. Carbon street skirt. Sport. Duper. Not familiar with that one. Ah, there it is. Oh, yeah, I guess I've seen it before. Confirm. Yeah, it's a low-end one anyway. I'm just going to let the staff deliver it. Probably only make like 8 grand for doing it because, you know, he's going to wreck it. He always does. All right, we'll service this guy. Respray Maple Brown. Where's Maple? Oh, there it is. Ugh. 2 really ugly cars in a row, you know? Street brakes. Engine tunes. Transmission. Rear low-level bumper. Roof and fenders, huh? Full covers. Chrome roof rack. And wheels. SUV. Really? On this thing? You gotta be kidding me. You know, I'm gonna leave him pink. I don't care. Or salmon or whatever that is. I ain't driving this thing. Confirm. Give it a moment here. Have the staff delivering. You know, she's going to crash it too. Overall, for both of those, I'll probably end up making like 10 grand or something. Something really low. But what I do like, and I'll have to exit my CEO to do it, as I do like the motorcycle deliveries. Except when they give me the Faggio, then I'm not too fond of that. But even though I do own one, it's good for the wheelie contest. Excuse me, guys. Take another drink of water here. And I'll have to leave my CEO to do it. Should have one because it's been a couple days of AFK, so there should be one in here, I would think. Yep, there it is. Nice. Oh, well, if I'm gonna ride a bike like that, I'll look the part at least. I like the choppers. All right, what color? Frost white. Oh, that's interesting. turbo tuning, street trans, and sport brakes. Bodywork, seats and exhaust, wrapped racer. I don't like the wrapped exhausts. Minimalist bobber, okay. And then shifters. I wonder if it's the chrome suicide shifter. I like the keg one. It's not letting me really turn. I guess you can see it under my leg there. It's like a keg tap handle. And they have the 8-ball grenade. I like the suicide shifters. And this one is just going to be the chrome one. And then what type of wheels? Overlord? Yeah. Confirm. Deliver. So how long of a delivery is this? I hate when they make you go to Paleto Bay with it. And it happens too often. Now, it's not Paleto, but it is grapeseed. It's alright though. It's just a couple minutes. Now watch the AI civilian cars become absolutely aggressive. Does anyone like driving in first person in this game? I don't. I can't stand it. I don't understand why people like it. I was actually watching The Professional was streaming last night, doing a GTA stream, which he doesn't really do as often as he used to. And they were doing car deliveries, and he was switching into first person while he was driving, and it caused him to wreck the cars that he was driving. Like I felt like if he had not been in first person, like he wouldn't wreck, but he goes into it constantly. I don't understand why he likes it. It's not a good mechanic in this game, I don't think. And it wasn't designed with it in mind anyways. You know, this game was designed with third person in mind. Which reminds me, I do have to check out that new, was it Call of Duty that came out recently? I think I heard they included a third person viewpoint for it. At least that's what I heard. I haven't looked at it yet. I've been so sick this past week, I haven't had time to do anything or look at anything, to be honest. I spent most of the time laying around feeling sorry for myself. Watching movies, actually. I watched both Godfathers. I started to watch the third one, which I've never made it through before. I use it in the big rigs, but turn off the dashboard. Gotcha. Yeah, I can't stomach first person view in this game. Not driving. I don't even really like it when I'm walking. I understand at least for walking, the benefit is you actually walk faster for some reason in first person. There's a game mechanic they should probably look into. Like why is that? So I understand though at least that there's a benefit to it for that. But when you're driving, man, it's just a cluster. I will say this, and it's not first person. The original version of this game back on PS3 and Xbox 360, they did have a view from the front of your vehicle that was almost as if you were looking through a camera mounted on the front bumper. It wasn't truly first person. It was, as you couldn't see your hands or the dashboard or steering wheel or any of that. And they had that view originally in the game. I will say that particular view was useful in the original version of the game on the old gen when you were flying helicopters. I could fly a buzzard really, really precisely when I was like watching the view like from out the front of the buzzard. So that was the lone exception. to it. But the first-person view we have, you know, starting with PS4 and Xbox One, where you can see the steering wheel and everything like that, I've never liked that, ever. What's up, Leather Lacy? Enjoy your bike. Alright, call for my oppressor. Oh, what's it called? Spotify is getting a little goofy. Let me kill it off for a second here and relaunch it. Why is it installing Spotify? It must update a lot. Okay, back to Stream Beats Lo-Fi. There we go. Gotta be careful when I do that too. Like, I've got so many playlists in Spotify because it's, you know, also my personal Spotify. So I don't want to suddenly blast out like 80s metal over this. Get hit with copyright, of course. So that took care of that. Wow. We have like 117,000 cash from that stuff. Yeah, that's about right. Because we, okay, yeah, because we did a mixed goods sale, which was 50. And now we just did a bike sale, which was 60. Oh, hey, looky. We got an exotic export. I have not been able to do like any of these. Thankfully, in an invite-only session, you don't have to deal with the Cerberus chasing you. Actually, I kind of forgot to change my outfit again, didn't I? It's alright, I'll take care of it after this. I've heard that in public lobbies right now, there's the Cerberus event going on with this, where if you take one of these things, all of a sudden, like a Cerberus from hell will start following you. Should almost get that view when you turn off the dash. Really? Well, I might check that out. I've never like messed with, but like the custom view settings for cars, like where you say you turn off the dash. I assume that's in your like your interaction menu somewhere under vehicles probably. Let's take a look here, because I've never actually used it. So okay, I hate this. So I assume if I go under vehicles, I can turn off my what'll it be under? GPS objectives, inventory, style. I thought it would be under vehicles. Is it not there? At blip options? Huh. Bombay. Staff up. Vehicle access. I expected to be able to see an option to shut that off here. I thought I had seen that before somewhere. Settings, camera, hood. Settings, camera. Allow vehicle, person. Vehicle auto center, vehicle hood. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is more similar to that original game version, although it's not really, yeah, it's really not the same though, because you can still see the hood. I feel like the original version of this in the like Xbox 360 or PS3 version, I feel like the camera view was actually like mounted on the grill of the car. And I didn't really use it. Like I say, I didn't really use it in cars anyways. Oh, hello. I would use it in the Buzzard attack chopper to fly. And it was really useful for that. You could fly very precisely that way. Oh, this is an interesting view anyway. I wasn't actually aware. I wasn't aware you could do this. Oh, hello. Well, I was eventually going to wreck you. You had to know that. Oof. Yeah, now, you know what? Long term, though, it actually starts to, like, bother me, the view. Yeah, I could see that. Definitely would work better flying. Hello. Wow, this thing. That's the other thing, too, with this Halloween event. So not only does the UFO mess you up when you're, like, trying to fly anything around, but also the roads get wet and you start sliding all over the place, too. Well, tomorrow, all this weird Halloween crap will be done and out of the game, thankfully. And get back to more normal play. Actually, like, out of habit, like, trying to take this thing, getting ready to take this thing to Simeon. Need it over here, though. As I'm making that final approach down the dock, sometimes I forget, okay, is this exotic exporter or is it Simeon? So I'll change my style back to Halloweeny. And settings, camera, let's get that hood thing back off for now. Although it doesn't really matter because I don't go in first person anyway. But, oh, 750. All right. Well, actually, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. It's first stream back since being sick. I hope my voice wasn't too terrible. I know I had to cough quite a few times there, and I can feel it like sticking in my throat a little bit still. Hopefully by Friday that'll be more cleared up and more normal again. But we are past that 810 million mark. So I don't know how much further ahead of that I'll be by Friday, but I do know on Friday we'll probably have a nice big warehouse sale along with the other stuff. So we'll definitely truck along. We're gonna trudge toward that 900 million, and then finally we'll be on that final stretch toward $1 billion. It's been a long grind, man. I didn't expect it actually to go 52 episodes even. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's going to be even more still since we're not there yet. But I know when we hit the 50th episode the other week, I was kind of shocked. I hadn't really envisioned it taking more than like maybe 20 or 30 streams to get there. Overestimated my grinding speed. But anyways, guys, let's call it a night. Happy Halloween to everybody. I hope you guys have a good holiday and have a good week, and we will hopefully see you on Friday. Take it easy, guys.